Antifa is an anti-fascist group that is being funded by George Soros. Are you familiar with who George Soros is? George Soros is a multi-billionaire who made his fortune during the Second World War by selling his fellow Jews out and confiscating their property. So we would turn
What a guy.
Yeah, nice guy.
What a guy.
So he's sort of like the Koch brothers to the left, you know, as the billionaire Koch brothers are to the right.
Yeah.
Well, he funds a lot of, he makes his money off of creating chaos and overturning countries, putting in his own people, and then, you know,
So, yes.
killing people and confiscating national resources. He's a real bad guy.
Sounds like it.
So he funds Antifa, which is, if you see the riots that are going on here now, like yesterday in Virginia.
Oh, yeah. Is that the white supremacists?
Well, they're trying to play. Now, here's the thing: the white supremacists are also funded by back channels. In other words, there would be no neo-Nazis here if they weren't funded by government agencies that are backed up by other corporate agencies, right? Because it's a bigger game.
Yeah.
Okay. So Antifa being funded by this left-wing maniac. Goes to, and it's not white supremacists. Believe me, they took down the Lee Circle statue here. And it was about destroying history. I mean, the left has turned into ISIS. I mean, they're going around destroying historical monuments now. They're offended by everything. So, you know, there was a bunch of people going to protest the taking down of the Lee statue, like they did here. Well, the lying media, of course, isn't going to call them, you know, people defending history or, you know, Americans, trying to uphold our heritage. Because if you read about Lee, you find out that, damn, he wasn't all bad. You know, he's a good man. So destroying of history and sides, you're not just supposed to wipe things out to fit an agenda anyway. You know, sometimes history is ugly. That's why we have it, right? So Antifa is never mentioned in the lying media because they're, again, being funded by the left. Well, those are the guys that got run over yesterday, allegedly by a right-winger. Now, we don't know that either. Because a lot of the times when these things happen, they're all staged. I mean, these windows were blacked out. This guy could be another patsy, just like Oswald was with Kennedy. Just like the 19 hijackers were that allegedly brought down these 3 buildings. We know this didn't happen. So we know we were lied to about this. We know we're lied to about Kennedy. We know we're lied to about Sandy Hook. We know we're lied to.
9/11 did not happen.
No, it happened, but not as they say. We were lied to about it. Understand that there are many things, many questions about 9/11 that are not answered. I mean, it was one of the largest murders ever committed, and yet there was never a criminal investigation on it. How do you even explain that? Why did all of a sudden everything get shut down? The evidence was being shipped out the very next day to China. How do you just walk in and destroy the evidence and then get away with that? When there was murders, we had to investigate. What brought those buildings down? What brought building down number 7? Nothing even hit that damn thing. So we've been living this lie, spent trillions of dollars out there killing millions of people on bullshit. And I'm tired of the bullshit. And you should be tired of the bullshit. Because they keep on perpetrating bullshit on us. And if you want to believe the shit they spew you out of here, God help you. So I hope I answered your question, young lady, and the 2 of you make me wish I was 100 years younger. Wait, before you leave, I want to give you something. The get out of jail free card from Hillary Clinton. This is good for any crime in the world.
Thank you.
Can I have one of those?
Good on you.
Oh, sure.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Get me out of jail?
Yeah, get you out of jail. All you have to do is identify yourself as Hillary Clinton.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you. Nice. But one last question. Where do you get the facts, if not from the news channels? I always wonder.
Do you have a thing called an internet?
But there's so much.
Do you have a thing called a search engine? Do you have something called discretion? Can you tell when someone's feeding you a line of bullshit or not? You look it up, and then you look at the. Look at this.
How would I know the truth?
Well, a lot of it is just common sense. You don't have to be an engineer to question why these buildings fell in free fall. Common sense will tell you can't happen unless it's,
Got it.
right? Right, brother.